Hello everybody, good morning, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this, or good afternoon, or good night, or whenever. It's me, the Geek Daddy. We are back on Train Sim World 5 for a first look. London Overground Mildmay line had literally dropped today at time of recording, Tuesday the 4th of March. And we are going to take a first look ahead of our stream tomorrow evening. We're gonna do that. And we're going to jump straight into it. So, the music is a little bit loud. I do apologise for that. Let's jump straight in. We've got some training modules. Let's do that first of all. And then we will do a full run on the route to have a proper look. And then tomorrow evening we'll take a more detailed look at some of the services and scenarios on the line. So, welcome to London Overground, Stratford, Willesden Junction.
Welcome to Stratford Station, the eastern terminus of the London Overground Mildmay line.
Thank you very much, Matt Peddleston.
Stratford Station, located in East London, first opened in 1839. It has grown into one of London's major transport hubs, connecting multiple rail, tube and DLR lines. London Overground operates Mildmay line services from here, heading west towards Richmond and Clapham Junction. Stratford Station, located in East London, first opened in 1839. It has grown into one of London's major transport hubs, connecting multiple rail, tube and DLR lines. London Overground operates Mildmay line services from here, heading west towards Richmond. Check out that missing route map nearby. Replace it while you're here.
So I did interrupt Matt Peddleston a little bit there. Apologies to you, Matt. I just want to get on and get going. If you want to listen to the...
Other tasks await. Don't forget to apply the route maps, store the defibrillators, refill the news magazines, and replace the fire extinguishers.
Okay, so it seems that
Wait here on the platform. Your train will arrive shortly.
Thanks, Matt. Mr. Peddleton there interrupting us. It seems that...
All our trains and stations are no smoking areas.
Yeah.
Please do not smoke until you have left the station premises. This includes...
Follow the markers to board your train in preparation for departure.
There's a lot going on. So it seems that on this route, at least, the lists aren't functional yet. Whether that'll be an update, I don't know. Here we are on board our 378. Oh, we're supposed to board there. Right, okay. There we go.
Sit down in any available seat in the indicated carriage.
So as you can see, we've got the standard London Overground pattern on the carriages. There is a name for that, and I'll find it. I've forgotten for now, but there is a name for that patterning. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure. Jason will tell me in the streams tomorrow when we mention it. Take a seat. The interiors are very similar to the Class 710. I need to say 700, 710. Similar interior. You sit lengthways. Doors closing there. And then we've got all of the legitimate and official London Overground signage and posters. And there's the map of the London Overground services there, so you can see we've got the Goblin, we've got the Goblin Suffragette line, we've got the Mildmay line, we've got all the others on there. I can't zoom in any further. So we did start heading off and then stop. There's a defibrillator there. We'll grab that later on. Sounds are great. The sounds are from Armstrong Powerhouse, I believe. So, as always, things are sounding
Originally opened as a small station, Stratford was significantly expanded in the 1990s to accommodate growing rail traffic and improve links across East London. Now, it serves as a vital interchange point for the Mildmay line. Through the years, the Mildmay line has undergone significant changes.
Trying to get the camera to do the right things here.
The service was integrated into London Overground's network, with improvements made to electrification and accessibility, providing a more efficient route across North London. It was recently renamed from the North London line to the Mildmay line. The Mildmay line was first electrified in 1916 by the London and North Western Railway using the 4th rail 660-volt DC system.
So I'm not sure if that's a bug or
This
not.
was later upgraded to use 750-volt DC 3rd rail in the 1970s. This too was removed in 1996 between Willesden and Camden in favour of using the 25 kilovolt AC overhead system. In preparation for the 2012 Olympics, Stratford underwent major redevelopment. Platforms were expanded and new connections were added to accommodate the influx of passengers. The Mildmay line was instrumental during the Games, supporting a reliable link across the city. The train you'll be driving today is a BR Class 378 Capitalstar electric multiple unit. These trains entered service in 2009 and were specifically designed to operate across London Overground's extensive network. Prepare yourself to handle challenging passenger services through North London's diverse neighbourhoods. Experience the hustle of suburban rail as you navigate frequent stops and busy stations. This is Train Sim World London Overground Mildmay line, Stratford to Willesden Junction.
So there we
Prepare
go.
yourself.
Oh, so that cut Matt off there. It seemed to have repeated the text that he was reading. I'm assuming that's just a day one bug, and it will be patched in due course. So there we are. 378 introduction. I don't think we need an introduction to that. We can do the training model if we want to. I think we're just going to run straight into a service. If you aren't familiar with driving the 378, it's very similar to the 377, and if you've driven that, you should be able to drive the 378. If you're brand new to the game, this is the first time that you're driving a train on the game, by all means do the introduction. I will not, because I'm familiar with driving the 377, so it shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Let's jump straight into it. To the route. We want the Mildmay line, which is literally just there. Let's have a look then at the normal day in the office. We'll do that one first, I think. There we go. We'll do a scenario as our first look, and then tomorrow on the stream we'll take a more detailed look at a lot of the other services and things that are on the line. Like I say, this is just a quick first look video. We'll run the scenario. The camera in that introduction was doing some weird and wonderful things. I don't know if that's a bug or just where I was putting the camera. Oh, we've got rain. Okay, here we go then. So let's get the train set up. AWS is on. We want to reverse it into forwards. Now AWS is pinging away to let us know. Let's open our doors. I think that's on the right hand side, yes. I seem to be unable. There we go. Oh, we got a thunderstorm. Okay. So we're at Willesden Junction by the looks of things, and we are going to run from Willesden Junction on this very thundery day. I've just done some points. Brilliant. So we're at Willesden Junction on a very thundery afternoon, and we are travelling from Willesden Junction, which you may be familiar with from London Overground on the West Coast mainline south, and Bakerloo lines, of course. We can lock the doors. We need to get the headlights on as well. Let's make sure we've got those on. We're going to need them, I think. So, headlights on. Day running. There we go. And jump back in the cab, which is not letting me do for some reason. sure about the horn sounds. It sounds a little bit flat. It needs to be a bit of an echo or something on there. Again, it's something that could be tweaked in an update, but at the moment, it sounds great, and it looks good too. We are going to be struggling with the weather by the looks of it on this scenario. Let's get those wipers going as well. I'm going to be up against it for this particular video, it seems. We'll turn that off. And we'll turn that one off as well. Up to 35 miles an hour then. With a London bus going across the bridge there. It sounds better inside. For some reason when I first did the horn, it sounded a bit flat, but it seems to be okay now. We've got some flickering going on there. I think it's just little bugs and things here that can be patched out. Nothing game breaking, just certain little bits and pieces that I'm seeing. But early impressions are good. Let's start coasting now. Yeah, 300 yards away. I'm not sure my braking was quick enough there. We've slightly gone over. Should be alright. For some reason, my right stick is not giving me an external view. So I don't know whether that's my controller or the game. I'll have to fiddle with that and work out if that's the case. It could be because I've got a wheel plugged in and it's picking up the input from there. There we go, that's better. So it seems that the input from my wheel that was on the floor was interrupting the input from my controller. But there we are, we sorted it. So Bronsbury, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, is the next stop. Up to 45. Yeah, external, the horn is a bit, internal, the horn sounds fine. And apparently I keep collecting Xbox rewards points, which is good. We'll do an 8 camera. As we are slightly speeding now. We really need to come to a stop quite quickly now. I believe as well that Johannes, I think on the preview stream, he talked about the fact that he has included adhesion in this route, so you will struggle on wet or snowy days with the adhesion of the wheels on the track. I believe that's what he said. I'll have to double check. Certainly I need to think about my braking distances in the rain. So we are doing full length, I think, on this one, aren't we? Brondesbury Park, we're at now, Brondesbury. Oh, what am I doing with the reverse there? Hang on. Brondesbury, West Hampstead, Finchley Road, Hampstead Heath, Gospel Oak, which we are familiar with, Kentish Town, Camden Road, Caledonian Road, Highbury and Islington, Canonbury, Dalston, Hackney, Homerton, Hackney Wick, Stratford. Those are our stops today. Let's depart Brondesbury Park. I really hope this weather will clear up. Let's just take a quick screenshot for the thumbnail. That's going to be a slight overshoot here, I think. Yep. Not my best stop. Not my proudest moment. If you're familiar with the streams, then of course you know that I overshoot quite frequently and also spad on an almost weekly basis at the moment. Never intentional, just easily distracted. I would say. So while we're talking about streaming, of course, if you haven't looked at the schedule for the stream for this week and are playing with train schedule, why am I not able to carry on? For the schedule, this week we are indeed on the Mildmay line. We'll be doing more of the same with this route that's just come out today, and tomorrow we'll be taking a more detailed look. So please join us at 7 o'clock here on YouTube on this very channel, and we'll be taking a more detailed look. I'm sure hilarity will ensue even with the bingo and the spads and overshoots and various other things, so I'd love to see you along for the ride. We recently, or as recently as yesterday, last night, we reached 15,000 views on the channel as well, so thank you to every one of you who has watched my videos, whether all the way through or just for a few minutes. It all helps the channel to grow and reach more viewers that like the same sort of content, so thank you to every one of you who has watched. I don't know what happened there. I was braking and it looked good, and then I accelerated and the braking and the stop was not so good. We've made it anyway. We are there. Let's have a quick pull out and have a look around here. London skyline very well represented, I think. I think the developer has done amazing work. Very noisy with the thunder and the rain. We'll stay in the cab for the time being, I think. A little bit too noisy. Lock the doors again. Just going through the notches there and trying to get a feel for them. It's very, very similar to the 377. Finchley Road and Frognall Platform 2 is the next stop then. These stops are very close together. I knew they were, I just didn't expect them to be as close together as they are. I knew they were, you know, quite high frequency, high density. That'll do. That'll do. There we are. I don't seem to be seeing any passengers. That's a little bit concerning. Does seem to be a lack of passengers, which is a little bit of a concern. We'll see if we get any other passengers as we head further down the line. But at the minute, there does seem to be a lack of them, and that is quite concerning. I'm wondering whether there's going to be a day one patch or an update at some point, because I've seen a few people talk about the lack of passengers on this route, and that is a little bit concerning. I've looked myself, and my train is empty. I don't blame people for not getting on my train with me driving, but still kind of expect to see some passengers. It's still raining. Oh. I have just accidentally gone into the emergency braking. Never mind. So here's the line. We're at Hampstead Heath, of course. That's highlighted in blue there. Gospel Oak, Kentish Town, Camden, Caledonian, Highbury. So we're heading towards Stratford, as you can see. So we've got these stops still to go. Those two are having a nice little cuddle. That's new. I've never seen them cuddling up before. And that guy's working on his laptop. Is that new as well? How interesting. And yeah. There we are. Right. And this guy there that's leaning against the shelter. I've never seen them do that before. There's some new passenger behaviour that I've not seen. Unless I have seen it and I've just not noticed it, but that's the first time I've actually noticed it whilst playing. So, there is that. Gospel Oak, our familiar station, is next. I really want the weather to hit. We're bouncing around quite badly on this line. Oh, we are quite seriously speeding. So here we are then, coming into Gospel Oak. we've got some more 378s. What happened there? Was I emergency stopped or something? It would appear that I was emergency stopped, or I emergency stopped myself. I don't know. Anyway. So we've got some more 378s here at Gospel Oak. In the position that the 710 would normally be in. Let's get into Gospel Oak properly. The sound just dipped out there. That'll do. So if we jump out here and have a look. So normally when you start a Gospel Oak service at Gospel Oak, you're spawning into the 710 on this platform here where the 378 is currently. Like that. That says that fund is very close. Not in service. So that's where the Gospel Oak, the barking line goes. And then obviously we're carrying on along here. So if we look at the map. So if we look at the map. Thunder and lightning is really starting to grate on me now. So the Gospel Oak line goes along there. The Goblin Suffragette line goes along and extends up there, I believe. And then we're carrying on and going down along here. And then we've got all the other lines that intersect as well, the main lines. So down here we have, I think, King's Cross, is it? So we have King's Cross there and St. Pancras there. Not entirely, I think you can only see King's Cross from a distance, and the same with St. Pancras. Then possible you could get down onto that line and have a look. I don't know whether it's modelled, but it's there. Let's lock the doors then and carry on. Trying to manage my speed through that curve there. Ooh. So there's the line, there's the King's Cross line going down there to King's Cross, which is over there somewhere in St. Pancras, I believe. We're speeding and we drastically need to stop. So here's Kentish Town, west. I'd like to stop. I'd like to stop. I'd like to stop. Yeah, I think the weather is affecting the braking a little bit. Although that's not ended up being too bad a stop actually. I'm fairly happy with that. Ooh, what's going on there? I think that's interesting. So because we were just on that barrier, it looked like the rain was just... I'm not really sure. That's interesting. We've got a workman down there just hanging around on the corner. Some more down there. That's quite cool. That's quite cool. I'm going to turn the game volume down a little bit. Let's get underway then. Camden Road is the next stop. So it do seem to be... I applied too much power there and the train did seem to be struggling. So it does seem that the adhesion is a thing. This is our screen here. This is all done as well. It tells us what's going on. And we can... still not properly working on Xbox. Still issues accessing that. Okay, that's an issue. I'm unable to stop. Stuck. I'm stuck. Reset the physics. I clicked into the screen and then wasn't able to get back to my normal driving controls for some reason. Something to be aware of. I literally had no control over the train then, because I clicked into the screen and came out. It did not want to do anything for me. Have we got AWS on? We have got AWS on, haven't we? Just double checking. There we go. I really like this weather to change, but I think it's probably set for this scenario. I've noticed as well, we've got no arrival time. That's interesting. So 0.7 miles for Caledonian Road and Barnsbury. So the distance between the two stations there is a little bit more. Another main line below us. I don't know how well that stop was. Yeah, we messed that stop up big time. Oh dear. All I can say is that I need more practice. And driving in rain is probably not my strong suit. Shut the doors. Highbury and Islington is the next stop then. It's a very, very close route station. Only a number of yards between our previous stop and the next one. I like that though. I do like these high density commuter routes. When Cathcart first came out, it was one of my favourite routes and one of my most played routes actually. Still is to this day, I think. Because of the high density. But I can see this becoming a route I spend a lot of time on. Let's come to a standstill at this one. This is Highbury and Islington. Lock our doors. Canonbury's the next stop. Again, another very close station. Oh, I've just stuck it into emergency now. Lock our doors again. Dalston Kingsland platform 2 next stop. 0.7 miles. It's a little bit further away. Let's continue on to Dalston Kingsland. Let's see if we can perform a better stop than we have with other stations. There we go. Let's lock our doors and let's have a look at where we are. Hackney Central, Homerton, Hackney, Wick, Stratford. So only a few stops left to go now. So we're now en route to Hackney Central, 0.7 miles. Very bouncy along here. The train's bouncing along quite happily. A little concerning, but it is what it is. That's not a bad stop. I'll have that.
Due to today's inclement weather, please take extra care whilst on the station. Surfaces may be slippery.
The weather has not improved on this run at all. Let's pull out of Hackney and head towards Homerton. Aircraft flying overhead. We can hear them. No sign of them, but we can hear them, certainly. I think on a clearer day there probably are aircraft that you can see. Certainly something we have to have a look out for. Coming to Homerton. I did fiddle with that a little bit just to try and get onto the stop marker. Hey ho, there we are. That's what we have to do, I suppose. There's Homerton down there. It's a nice little area. Little allotment area, I assume. People sitting around and workmen and stuff. The bus going past. It looks really nice. I like it. Lots of detail. These gentlemen having a conversation there. In the rain. He's got no coat. He's going to catch a chill. Right. Off we go. Hackney Wick. Next stop. I'm just starting to speed that. There we go. Whoops. Oh, 25. Gosh. Okay. Massively speeding around this corner. So, as you can tell, this is definitely a first look. I've not played this route yet at all before. So I'm unfamiliar with the route and its speed limits. That's why we do it. We'll learn the route the more we play it. There we are. So how many stops have we got left now? We got Stratford, that's it. That's our last stop. So we're almost there. On this very rainy day. Lock our doors and we'll make our way to our very final stop, which is Stratford. We've got a 20-mile-an-hour limit coming up, so we won't go too heavy on the throttle. up to, it says 40, but then at 20 it's approaching very quickly. There's AWS just giving us a warning. So, coming into Stratford now. Just pull out the camera, see what's going on. If you've got the Olympic Park here, of course. We're just gonna clip through that bridge there. Really nicely done. Really nicely done. We've got airplanes and things flying overhead. We can hear them. And the traffic and all that going on. We'll come into Stratford, we'll come to a stop. And that's where the video will end. Open the doors. Well done, you successfully completed your afternoon service to Stratford, navigating through tricky weather and keeping the passengers safe and on time. It might have been a wet and gloomy day, but you handled it like a pro. That wraps up your shift. The thing is, we don't know if we were on time because it didn't actually show us any arrival times that we needed. The due time is not there at all. We have silver for it. I'm fairly happy with that. We can always do it again and try and improve our score, of course. There we are. We've got engineering works as the next scenario on there, on that list. But from me, for this video, for this first look of London Overground Mildmay line, that's all. I shall see you tomorrow evening for more on the Mildmay line as we play with trains on our regular stream, 7 o'clock here on YouTube. I shall see you then. Take care for now. Bye-bye.